Hello and welcome to Guided Journaling. I'm Katy Weimer, and I am so happy that you are here with me and sharing this practice with me today. I'm also incredibly proud of you for showing up for yourself, deciding to take this time to check in with who you are underneath all of your roles, or I should say, checking in with where you're at outside of all of your many roles in this life. What we're going to do today is a short meditation, popcorn questions. I'll explain. I'll guide you through some journaling questions. Let me check my itinerary. I have a tarot card pull, 3 cards for the month of July, and a surprise little activity just to take a break from reflection and do a little something different for ourselves before we dive back into some questions in tarot. First, what I would like you to do is grab your journal and write down exactly what your body is feeling right now in this moment. And then go ahead and get comfortable. You can lay down, you can sit, you can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever is going to make you feel good in this moment. Kind of move your body a second. Take a big inhale and an exhale. And throughout this meditation, I invite you to deepen your breath, to get more connected to your breath. So try to do a deep inhale through your nose and out your nose. And each time, see if your breath can grow longer and deeper. Let's take an inhale here together and exhale. Feel your butt ground into whatever you are seated on, or your backside, whatever it might be laying on. Feel the weight of it as it anchors you downward. And then sense that anchor move upward into your spine, providing nice, solid support in this moment. Let's take another inhale. Big exhale. Notice what's going on with your body. Think about the word or words you just wrote down about where your body's at in this moment. What's happening underneath your skin? Are you tingly, calm, tense? Just keep connecting to your breath. and allow everything that's led up to this moment to be set aside. You're allowed to tell all of it to pause a moment so that you can be here with yourself right now. Notice what's coming up for you when I'm not speaking. Does the silence make you feel anxious? Is it everything you dreamed of? Does it make you say, fuck yes? Or maybe it's scary. And don't judge yourself. None of it is wrong. Let's take another inhale together through the nose. And when you exhale, give a little sigh. And then slowly open your eyes and have your gaze be soft and kind of take in your surroundings, colors and textures. Give yourself a little rub and then come back to the virtual space with me. Grab your journal and let's free write for maybe just a minute. You can revisit most of this stuff later. Um, these are all just to kind of get you started. So let's free write on the meditation. What came up? What felt good? What didn't feel good? Whatever you want, whatever came to mind during the meditation. I'll give you a minute. Take about maybe 20 more seconds. Go ahead and wrap up your free write. I'm going to share my screen so you get an idea of kind of where we're going here. Okay, this is for those who are visual thinkers and learners. We're going to try it out. Popcorn questions are rapid fire. They happen quickly, and the intention is for you to do a quick check-in with yourself or go with gut instinct. So try really hard as we move through these next 5 questions to answer with like 1 to 3 words, whatever comes to mind first. So we already have assessed this, so we're starting with an easy one. But what is the current state of my body? What is the current state of your body? 1 to 3 words, maybe 5 more seconds. The next question, what am I loving about myself right now? 1 to 3 words, maybe 5. Next question. What do I want to nurture this month? Don't think too big. Gut instinct. What are you nurturing? What are you nurturing? 10 more seconds. Question number 4. When I think of caretaking, I think of, when you think of the word caretaking, what comes to mind? And the last question, I have been feeling blank lately. What emotion has been really prominent? This one I'll give you a little extra time. Take about 30 more seconds. Okay. Now another free write. Take a minute and think about these last 5 questions and how it made you feel to generate answers quickly, to be in tune with your gut, and maybe which question stood out the most. I'll give you a minute on this one. 30 more seconds. Go ahead and wrap up your thoughts. Okay, let's take a deep breath here, in through the nose. Pause, and then exhale. Sometimes thinking a lot about ourselves or our life can create overwhelm, and also being asked a lot of questions can create overwhelm. So just check in with yourself, see if you're good. If you're not, use this journaling practice how you would like. If you feel like you need to move, move. If you feel like you need to pause, pause. If you need to take a lot of deep breaths, do that. If you need to sit with one question for an hour, feel free. These are just things that I like to do as warm up. Popcorn questions are kind of like some jumping jacks before you actually go for a run or something like that. They're meant to just kind of get your brain moving and kind of get you into the reflection space. So please take everything I say as just an invitation and not the actual rules of working through guided journaling. Our first journal prompt for today, I should say, the first deeper question as we move more deeply into the energies of July is, where am I hiding behind my shell? Not out of replenishment, but out of fear. What small action can I take to step out a little? So we're kind of moving into um, some Cancer themes for Cancer season as we are there now in July. And cancers are crabs. And so there's a lot having to do with self-protection, shells or shells being your home. So there's a lot of themes around that. So where am I hiding behind my shell? Not out of replenishment, but out of fear. Once you acknowledge that, move into an idea of action. What little thing can you do to step out of your shell just a little bit, out of that fear and into courage? We'll take about 3 minutes with this question. You have about a minute left. Go ahead and wrap up your thoughts. Now, I would really, really love to know your answer to these questions. So feel free to email the answer to me if you would like, or you can find me on Facebook and message me on Messenger. I love um, to do shares, and usually when I'm doing guided journaling in person, we would have a share moment. But since these are being recorded, I figured, hey, why don't you maybe I'll just call it like guided journaling mail. We'll call it that. So I just popped my email in there. If you feel like sharing with me, please do. And in the spirit of vulnerability and sharing, I will share the answer to mine because it has to do with this video. So where have I been hiding behind my shell? When it comes to executing my projects, I have a million and one ideas that I just sit on, and I'm always waiting for right timing or for things to like feel wrapped up in a nice little bow and stuff like that. And I finally was just like, why don't you just do these guided journaling sessions recorded and offer them to people? So I think there's a fear of being seen there, that this is too vulnerable. I don't know why it's easier when I'm in person, but the small action that I can take, I wrote in all caps, do the damn thing. And here I am doing the damn thing. And I hope that it is helpful for you and that it is inspiring and that you feel like you get a nice deep breath in your day. Okay, what's next? How this works is if you want the extended version, you can purchase it for $9. And in the extended version, I offer the um, interpretations of the cards that I am about to pull for the energies of July. I also have continued journal prompts that go deeper into the energies of Cancer season and also other astrological things that are happening. I tend to frame a lot of my questions around astrological occurrences. So just a little sneak peek here. Uranus is entering Gemini for the next 7 years, and there's some big energies with that that I wanted to have us reflect on. Cancer season restoration um, thoughts, and also other Cancer season themes. Specifically, let me see. Having to do with like nourishment and nurturance. So if those sound appealing to you, please go ahead and support my work by purchasing the extension. I also have that surprise activity that does involve a song. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the three cards for July. And I end with a personal question card. So you would think of a personal question and then I would go ahead and provide kind of some energies around that from a very specific card pull for that. So the three cards or I guess the three questions that I'm asking for the energies of July that I'll reveal the answers to in the extended version is what will aid in letting go of something this month? So, what can you utilize? What energy can you utilize to help you let go of something you're ready to let go of? So, I will do a brief flashing of it. What can help expand or help you feel supported? Going to be quick. And the last one, whatever you're really wanting to attract, what's going to help you attract that into your energy field? We got some pretty big cards. I'm not surprised. Cancer season, July, all the big shifts that are happening right now. All right. Thank you so much. And if you decide to get the extension, I'll see you soon.